Happy Thursday. I'll wait for some people to get on. I started this water this morning and I've done a horrible job. And I can feel it because my eczema is breaking out really bad. And that's a sign that I don't have enough water in my system. So it shows up in my skin. So I got to get half of this down before I go to bed. And I need to chug the rest down in the morning when I get up because I am behind. All right, happy Thursday. I wanted to come on and have a quick chat tonight. Have you ever felt like your hair doesn't grow? Type in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And while I wait for you guys to type in the chat, for those who are new to this page, my name is Tammy Golden. I am the creator of the SilkOut Hair Care System, SilkOut Pro, licensed cosmetologist of 31 years, lover of all things healthy hair. And my goal is strictly to give you the facts, the real, when it comes to healthy hair. And so our hair care system is designed to help you manage your hair at home, as well as we have our premium pro side for our professional stylists. But this page is our general page. We also have a page for professional SilkOut Pro. But our retail products, our stylists retail our products, we retail our products, as well as we have our revolutionary taming treatment. That's amazing. I know you guys inbox me for that product. It is a professional use only product. Sorry. Okay, so our goal is to simplify hair care, take all the myths, the methods, and make them scientifically make sense. After 30 years of having a successful salons throughout my career of servicing clients that I serviced for many years, SilkOut System is just comprised of everything that I know when it comes to healthy hair and making hair be great. And it all starts with care. So we're a hair care company first, and then we have styling products to help you manage your hair. And so tonight, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it looks like Miss Tanera and M. Reagan said, yes, sometimes you feel like your hair isn't growing. And it can seem that way. I know when I wear my hair like extremely short, like shaved off, it seems like it grows super fast. And I think that's because you can actually see a big difference between a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch, and you can see 2 inches, and it's a big difference. And then I think sometimes when you get to a certain length, you don't really, you may not notice, like if your hair is already 6, 7 inches, 9, 10 inches long, or what have you, and you got a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of growth a month, you may feel like you don't see it, especially if you wear your hair curly and you have shrinkage. But trust me, it's there. So, and I used to have plenty of customers, new customers that come in and say my hair doesn't grow. And I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't grow? And so when they tell me my hair doesn't grow and they come into the salon, I'm expecting to see like alopecia, like no hair. And they're like, see, it's just still short. It's been this short forever. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't grow. It means that there's something else contributing to why they're not retaining length. Because as long as your hair is attached to your follicle, and the follicle is in the scalp, the hair is growing. It just does not sit there and for years and doesn't do anything. Okay, it's kind of like your nails. So when people say, oh, well, my nails don't grow, they're always short. 9 out of 10 times that person bites their nails. So it appears that their nails are always short. It's because they always bite their nails. And so there are 3 things that I feel like contribute to the feeling of the hair not growing. So one, if you actually are suffering from alopecia, or your strands are starting to miniaturize and you're starting to thin, that is a telltale sign that there is some imbalances in your body and you need medical attention. And it cannot be diagnosed just, there's no one way to treat hair loss. One, hair loss needs to be identified. What type of hair loss and where is it coming from and how can it be corrected, if it can be corrected. Some instances it can, some instances it cannot. And so that's more of seeing your dermatologist, your doctor, getting your blood levels, seeing a trichologist. If you don't know what a trichologist is, it is a licensed cosmetologist who has also specialty study and training in issues that lie below the scalp. And so they've been trained to work with you and help you identify, and in some instances partner with your doctor to come up with a regimen for you. Okay, so but we're not going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about you actually have hair on your head and you feel like it's not growing. Okay, so there are three things that can contribute to that. One is genetics. Okay, your hair, you're already predisposed to your density, your length, your curl pattern, and your texture through the genetics of your family. So most of us, our families come from at least 4 different bloodlines. Our mother and father both have a mother and father. So you have 4 different bloodlines that will contribute, or genetic lines that will contribute to the possibilities when it comes to your hair. Okay, if your family has naturally a certain texture that's finer, I won't say thin, but you can have finer strands, and it's not that dense, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up with that texture. And if you do, there's nothing you can do to correct it. It's not that it's wrong, so it doesn't need correcting. You just need to learn how to style your hair best with that density. Okay, so genetics we can't alter. And then the second thing that plays a part in whether or not you feel like your hair is growing is your lifestyle, your habits. So when I say lifestyle, I mean, do you take care of your hair? Do you, practice weekly, bi-weekly, monthly care, shampoo, conditioning, do your treatments, go into the salon, get your hair trimmed? Are you wrapping your hair at night? Are you, what type of styles are you, wearing? Are you wearing a lot of high tension styles? Yeah, they're cute, but is it costing you hair every time you get your edges slayed? Every time you get those cute braids that, they're very eccentric and it's a lot of talent and art behind that, but is it costing you something each time you do it? And is the damage may start off as one time, but you start doing it consistently and then you start to create permanent damage, and then, oops, there goes your hairline. And so then they'll start parting on the other side, and then they'll wear that side of the hairline down. And now you got 2 sides worn down. Okay, that's all lifestyle choices. Those are all hairstyle choices, hair habits. Or do you just throw on a wig and could care less? You got 1 ponytail, 2 braids you wear, and you could care less. So you're feeling like the hair isn't growing can be a result of genetics and your hair habits. All right, you said I'm guilty of not getting my hair trimmed like I should. Right, and so when you notice shedding, that's a sign. Shedding means that the porosity and the protein needs to be rebalanced. The hair is lacking protein. When it starts to shed, it's weak and it needs to be strengthened. I noticed shedding this morning. A little bit, but this morning I can feel when I shampooed my hair, actually the last 3 times that I shampooed my hair. I think I deep conditioned my hair about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And it was feeling great, but the last few times that I put my styling products on, my hair was very spongy, a little extra shedding when I detangle it in the shower. And I know it is time for me to deep condition my hair because it feels empty. When I put my styling curly products on, I style it, but it doesn't have the same effect. And so those are your telltale signs. So if you're experiencing shedding, then it's time to strengthen the hair so that it can stop shedding. Remember, all healthy hair is a balancing act. When the hair is lacking protein, it has to be replenished. There is no such thing as protein sensitivity. It's made up stuff. It's the hair is made of protein. So there's no way you could be sensitive to it. You could misuse it. You could overuse it. And that's what moisture is for. Moisture is to balance the hair out. Protein is what makes the hair strong. And so we use moisture to help make the hair soft. I used this analogy last week. It's kind of like pasta, when you're cooking pasta. Well, of course, you don't want to eat raw pasta because in its raw state, it will break. So that's like having your too much protein is your raw pasta that hasn't been cooked. Okay. Yeah, there is such a thing of not necessarily over conditioning, but an imbalance of the conditioner. So just like I just mentioned, if all you're doing is protein treatments, then your hair can become too strong and it'll be dry. And so you need to back off. You can't take the protein out. You don't need to take it out. You just need to moisturize a little bit more until it balances out. And then if you use too much moisturizer and all you do is moisturize, moisture treatment, steam, moisture, steam, then your hair becomes like overcooked noodles. And what happens to overcooked noodles? When you squeeze them in your finger, they just come apart. They don't have any bounce. They're just light and wimpy. They're real mushy. That's overcooked noodles. That's too much moisture. You want that al dente, like al dente pasta. It has that, it just bounces back and forth. That's how you want your hair to be balanced. Enough protein and enough moisture. Okay. So what are your lifestyle, what are your habits with your hair? You have to get those trims, you guys. If you don't trim off the dead ends and you're waiting for, I've heard people say the most ridiculous things, like, especially if they have a lot of breakage somewhere and they're like, oh, I'm just going to let that part catch up with that part. Nonsense. It doesn't happen that way. Whatever's already shorter is never going to catch up with another part. So I get it. You're trying to salvage hair. But if you're salvaging dead hair, you're just leaving room for that hair to continue to split and work its way up the shaft of the hair, making it even worse. If I sleep mostly on one side at night, is blood circulation cut off and the hair on that one side grows slowly. Well, if you sleep on a pillow, I don't think you can cut off your circulation. Sorry about that. If you sleep on a pillow, I don't think you can cut off your circulation. So no, I don't think that, that circulations happen up under the skin. So I don't think that affects, and it doesn't cause your hair to grow slowly if you sleep on one side of your head at night. Now I will say, if you're wearing something really tight on your head, that may be a problem, but no, not the sleeping. But good question. Good question. So we have to start making better choices, conscious choices, like I said, of the styles you wear, the ponytail holders, like all those little things, especially if you have fine hair. All of those twisty scrunchies and things of that nature can put too much tension and pressure on the hair, and it can cause breakage. Speaking of pillows, is there a satin pillow worth at all the hype? Actually, I wear a satin cap at night, so I have not researched satin pillows at the moment, but I wear a SilkOut satin cap at night. I don't care how bad my hair looks, like even if it needs to be done, I'm not going to bed with, as my partner would say, where's your little hat? Where's your little hat thing? So I'm not laying on my cotton pillowcase. And even I actually have a satin pillowcase, and I actually prefer my cotton pillowcase, just because I just prefer my cotton pillowcase. But I have to have on my cap before I go to bed. period. Okay, so making better style choices over manipulation. If you always have to be twisting, twirling, twining, you gotta, and this happens sometimes for people who wear natural hair. You gotta twist, you gotta retwist your hair every night because you want the perfect curl pattern every single day. That can, over time, weaken your hair, because every time you wet your hair, you're softening it, and you're probably not washing it first, so you're just remoisturizing it, which is fine. But then you're retwisting, twirling, knotting, just doing just excessive manipulation of the hair can, over time, not with one time, but if you just find yourself doing that all the time, try to minimize that. Try to find styles that you can work with where you don't need to do something excessive every single night when it comes to your hair. Okay, you have your day 1, your day 2, your day 3, and then maybe you can touch it up day 4 and move forward. All right, so consider just the choices you make. If you are active, if you work out a lot and your scalp sweats a lot, which is normal, keep your scalp clean. You have to clean your scalp every week because you want to get all that buildup, those salts from the perspiration. You want to get all of that off of your scalp because it can lead to bacteria buildup. And so, you're trying to preserve your hair and you don't feel like washing your hair every week. So you have a scalp loaded with bacteria that is not healthy for hair growth. And all of that perspiration is acidic and it's not good for your hair. You want to make sure you keep your scalp clean. Now, last but not least is your nutrition. Okay, just like they say, you can't out-train a bad diet. Ask me how I know. And I work out 5 days a week, and it's like, okay, this week I'm gonna really clean up I'm a really no carbs this week. But I enjoy working out, and it's good for the mental health. But one day I'm gonna get both of them in the same lane. But your nutrition plays a huge part in the quality of hair that you produce, because guess what, you guys, your hair grows from the inside out, meaning that follicle is attached to blood vessels, and so it's being nourished and it's being created by your red blood cells that's flowing through your body, and whatever nutrients is in there is what's helping produce your strand of hair. Okay, as your body cellular rate turns over, which is about every 24 to 72 hours for some people, the hair cells are moving forward. That's why you'll see, it makes for a junky body and makes for a junky hair because junky nails and junky skin. And we all want to treat things on the outside. And yes, we can address things on the outside, but if we want to get to the root of the problem, we want to work from the inside out. Okay, like right now, I'm drinking this water because I just had an eczema flare up and I already know what it is. We had pepperoni pizza this week. I had bacon this week, and I started it off last weekend with some type of sandwich that had all the salamis, all those cured meats. Whenever I eat those, and Lord, they are good. But whenever I eat those, I have a flare up. I have an eczema flare up. So years ago, I stopped using all of those cortisone creams because a nurse, she explained to me that, that's going to thin your skin out when you get older, and you just want to start to recognize what are the things that cause that reaction. And it's really like too much of that artificial crap in my body. And so it's coming out in my skin in the form of dermatitis. So I found, because I've tested it and found it to be true, is when I drink a shitload of water, guess what? All that shit goes away. It clears up. And so when I start itching, like we literally ate Papa John's shakaroni pizza the other night, and within like 3 hours, my arms start itching. And I was like, God, dog it, why did you do this? Why did you do this? So it's a constant work. and we, have to, put our best foot forward. But a lot of times when it comes to our hair, we have, if we're not eating clean and we're not getting all the B vitamins, all of the vitamin A's, D's, we're not getting the nutrients from the food we eat, where else are you going to get it from? And then it'll cause your body to not produce that great of hair. If you spend your time at happy hour and you have tons of cocktails, and then you want to try to determine why you have really dry scalp and really dry skin, the alcohol is drying your body out. In a lot of instances, a lot of things that people experience with their scalp, it's not about the hair, it's about the skin. And the skin is the largest organ on the body. And so when the body is overloaded and the kidneys can't filter anymore, guess what happens? And our liver is overloaded. Our skin, it shows up in our skin and it shows up in our scalp. And so I can't stress enough how much, one, water is your friend. And like I told, I'm struggling. I have to get halfway. I got to get here before I go to bed, because if not, I won't get this under control tonight. And then I got to chug the rest in the morning. But your body, your hair comes from the cells in your body, and water nourishes the cells in your body and the food you eat. Now, if you're not getting the right nutrients or you're deficit in some areas, then you're going to have to make that up some kind of way. And when we talk about, like supplementing what you don't get in your diet, like for instance, vitamin B12 is not found in plant-based diets. Nothing against plant-based diets, but you're going to have to find a way to get things that you would not be able to get in, that you would normally get in meat. And if you don't eat meat, you have to find another way to get it. But when we talk about supplementing like getting supplements for our nutrients, we want to keep in mind that we're not promoting get thick, quick hair solutions. All of those super grow, fast grow, XYZ. I don't want to call any names, but you see the ads, thicker, longer, stronger. And when you take supplements, it's not going to attribute to you getting thicker hair with the hair you already have. If the hair you have is damaged, that hair needs to be treated with product. That's where hair care repair products come in. But if you want to grow and start to produce out of your body, out of your scalp, healthier hair, then you need to, start with the regimen, get the supplements that you need to make sure that you are producing healthy strands of hair. Okay. And so what you say, supplements from Whole Foods? Supplements from Whole Foods, or you can get supplements from SilkOut System. Okay. So that's what this whole live was about tonight. I wanted to introduce you guys to our newest product, Essentials. It is 20 of your necessary vitamins and minerals and herbs that we feel contribute to, that can support you in getting missing nutrients that contribute to healthy hair. And not just, I hate to say just healthy hair, because hair comes from the body. So we're talking not super hair grow, not we're going to promise your hair is going to grow 6 inches in a year. Your hair already grows 6 inches per year. Our goal with our supplement is to help you get what you're missing in your diet. If you're already in a drive-through 3, 4, 5 times a week, you are missing something. Okay. And I've been taking these vitamins for 90 days. Okay. I don't necessarily have any hair loss issues, but I take them, one, because I'm getting older. I know my hormones are imbalanced, and I just want to make sure I'm giving my body and my hair the optimum health. Okay. So I know I don't eat right. I'll get up and I'll drag my butt in the gym and I'll jump on that bike. New product, like literally new product. We just put on the website today. So My diet, that's a whole nother thing. And so I want to make sure I'm getting what I'm missing. And my experience since taking the essentials is energy. The B12 is off the chain. Okay, so in this bottle, you get 30 high potency supplements. You only need to take one a day. You do not need to take 2, 4, 6 a day. One a day. My energy levels, my kind of nap time went away. I used to live for a nap every day, and then when I'm taking this consistently, I can prepare to lay down for my nap because I'm kind of trained, and I'll be laying there looking at my phone and cannot fall asleep. And I'm like, okay. And I learned not to take it in the evening, so I recommend you take your one supplement with water. You don't have to take it with food, but definitely with water, at least 8 to 16 ounces of water. You do not want to take it after, like, I say after 12 o'clock, but definitely not after 4 o'clock, because you won't be able to go to sleep. There are some instances I just was laid in bed till like midnight, not sleeping. And that's when I realized I can't take it that late at night, okay? So our goal is to, one, just help you get what you're missing. And I'm going to be coming back sharing some content with you guys, sharing the features and benefits. So some of the features and benefits is, one, to increase blood circulation. You need great blood circulation, like flowing through your body to contribute to hair health, healthy hair, skin, and nails. You also need your folic acid and your iron. You also need your B vitamins. Like, there's so many benefits, and it's not about quick growth. We're not selling quick growth. We're not selling rapid growth. We're not selling magic growth. We're selling your essentials, what you're missing in your nutrients, what you're not getting in your diet. And this is more of a kind of like an insurance, like to back you up if you know that your diet is not that strong, and to help you produce stronger strands. So when I say help you produce stronger strands, what results can you expect to see? Well, in the first 30 days, you're going to feel a difference in your body, and you're going to feel a difference. Well, in 30 days, you only have like that much growth. So to weigh it against 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 inches of hair, like I said, taking supplements is not going to change the strands that are already there. So if the strands that your body produce is built around poor nutrition, poor circulation in the scalp, vitamin deficiency, lack of biotin, lack of iron, lack of vitamin D, those strands won't change, because hair is non-essential tissue, and hair is, once it leaves the follicle, is dead. So taking hair vitamins, taking supplements will not enrich the hair that's already on your head. It will start with the new hair that's produced, but it needs to be in your body at least 30 days. So as your body is starting to turn over cells and grow, then you're producing stronger hair. And you need to be consistent. So by 90 days, you'll start seeing results. 6 months, you'll see a lot of results. And this could be the bottom line to help you have those strands that don't chip off, that don't break off. Because the reason why you think your hair is not growing is because you may have hair on your head. And so if it's not your genetics, and if it's not your lifestyle, and if you're already like taking great care of your hair, you're doing a good job, and you still struggle with retaining length, it may be because your body is lacking the essential nutrients to be healthier and to produce healthier strands. Thank you. So let me put it like this. Whenever the body is going through any type of stress, trauma, or deficiency, non-essential tissues get nutrients last, if they get any at all. So nails, hair, and so when I say non-essential, it's tissue. We're all a big mass of cells, but do you need hair to breathe? No, so that makes it non-essential. You do need your heart, you need your lungs, and those things are essential. Okay, so whenever your body is going through any type of stress, trauma, or deficiency, then your hair, skin, and nails get nutrients last, if they get any at all. So by taking a hair supplement, it's ensuring that you're getting extra nutrients if you are lacking them, so that you can produce stronger, healthier strands of hair. And not just, and so we're not really looking for how quick your hair grow. Like, I just don't subscribe to that. I can't, knowing what I know about hair and what I believe about hair growth, I can't subscribe to quicker hair growth. But I can tell you, when you start to take care of your hair, whether you're taking a supplement or drops or not, if you have poor hairstyle habits, and for 60, 90 days, you start practicing healthier habits, you're going to see different results. It's like if you had some hedges outside your front door, and every day you went out there and you beat them with a stick. I don't know why this analogy is the only thing that came in my head, but you know, as a kid, you play in the hedges and you constantly tear off the leaves. Do you expect those hedges to look good and you're tearing them up at the same time? It doesn't mean the leaves aren't growing. It just means that they're being damaged at the same rate as they're growing. Oh, girl. It's nauseating. It's nauseating. And then I don't see the hair. With the amount of hair growth claims, I mean, it's almost like you put growth on a bottle and everybody's like, ooh, boom, get this for growth. You don't hear anyone talking about their science to back up what they're talking about. And you haven't heard me mention oil at once. Because oil has a place. Oil has nutrients. It has a place. But it only can help on the external. Hair grows internally. It comes from inside of the body. So I've thought long and hard about bringing this product to market, and I wanted to make sure I was not positioning it as a magical product with false claims and false promises, because this is a journey, just like working out is a journey, just like trying to get flat tummy is a journey, just like trying to get a six-pack is a journey. It's all a process that you have to be committed to. And yes, supplements can help give you what your body is missing, but we're not in the quick, what's the word I like to get thick quick, get thick quick scheme of hair. That's not what our mission is. Okay, so I don't want it to be confused with, oh, well, how fast is my hair going to grow? So don't inbox me and ask me how fast. Your hair is going to grow at the same rate that it grows. It's going to grow at the same rate that it grows. That is meant to grow. Now, your cellular rate, if you have poor circulation, you have high blood pressure, and other medical issues, can slow down your circulation in your scalp. So it can slow down the growth of your hair. And so when you take supplements and things that help increase circulation, it doesn't mean that it's speeding it up, it's getting it back to normal. And I've had this debate with a stylist before, and she was taking a very trending product that was promising like 2 inches of growth in 1 month or 2 months. And I was like, girl, you know that's impossible. Like, we're not going to be friends because this is not facts. Oh no, I've seen the pictures. I see a lot of pictures on social media. And don't believe everything you see. The hair grows. If it's on your head, it grows. The thing is, let's stop what's keeping you from retaining length. If you have split ends, you're not going to retain any length. You're just defeating the purpose. And I always promote quality over quantity. You want quality hair. Once you get quality, strong strands that are at their maximum potential, then they can grow and be great. And all you got to do is take care of it. Be on a regimen, whether you're in the salon or at home. Be consistent and make sure you're not doing anything to cause any damage or breakage. And that's pretty much how hair grows. Okay, so essentials now available on the website. You guys go check it out. You can read up more about all the ingredients on there, and I'll be sharing more information soon. But I just wanted to share with you, you know, a lot of times we think our hair is not growing. It is growing. If it's there, if you can see it, if it's here, it's not going to stay this length. It's going to continue to grow. Okay, I haven't cut my hair since January. So I haven't measured. I don't really measure. What, about 4 inches? And we got about 3 more months in the year. So I'll have about 5.5, 6 inches for the year. That's about average, give or take a little less or a little more. That's genetics. And I'm actually getting a trim or cut next week. So I don't know how much she's going to cut off, but I really don't have a shape. That's why I've been wearing this turban, because my curly, it looks all right, but it doesn't have a shape. So I have an appointment to get a shape. So we may take about 1 inch off the sides or whatever. We'll see whatever we come up with, because I haven't blown it out in a while. But that's what I wanted to share, you guys. So consider, we can't change your genetics. We cannot change our genetics when it comes to our hair, but we can create new hair habits and regimens, and we can stop doing toxic hairstyling that contributes to us losing our edges, you know, too much tension, breaking the hair, not conditioning on a regular basis, being imbalanced moisture and protein. And then last and not least, the nutrition. If you're not getting what you need, if your body is deficit, if you have inflammation, there's certain vitamins, and I'm going to share that soon, that is going to support you in fighting inflammation. Inflammation in the scalp is one of the major causes of hair loss that does not have a cure. It just needs to be it can be treated with a nutritional lifestyle that helps fight inflammation in the body, and certain supplements that you get into your blood supply that helps fight inflammation in the body. But certain inflammation in the scalp, if it goes too far, it can cause permanent hair loss. And so you want to be on top of that before you get to that point where you cannot recover it. Okay? So go check it out. We have an intro price. 30-day supply is $40. Right now we have them on sale for $30. We want to hear your results. Like I said, you only need 1 a day. And you need at least, give it 90 days to start seeing results. But that's definitely start getting your energy levels up. That is my biggest takeaway is my energy levels. Like I said, I don't have an issue with hair loss. You know what? I have one issue where someone braided my hair years ago, and that area has always struggled because there's some damage to the hair follicle. It's right in the back. They braid your hair up in a circle back in the days, and that last circle, that last turn, yes, you can take them in conjunction with other supplements, but your body's only going to absorb so much. So make sure you're not taking the same things. And when I took the weave out, the part that was really, really tight that I still wore for the 3 months that I had the extensions, the hair was gone. It had been pulled out. And so I went through some treatments and did some things to, it grew back, but some years later, I got my scalp scoped. I don't know if you've ever had your scalp scoped. That's where they take a microscope and they are able to look at your scalp and look at your strands and look at your density. And that area of my scalp was very sparse. You couldn't see it with the naked eye. but it was very, very sparse. So over the years, when that area tends to grow all out, it tends to be fine. And sometimes it'll grow a little bit and break, grow a little break. So I always had to style my hair. And even though everything else was growing longer, I would have to trim it down a little bit so that the hairstyle could blend. But I've noticed in the last, this round of grow out again, that area is not, hasn't been weak. So I'm excited about getting my hair blown out next week and getting a good trim. So no magic hair claims, no super growth, just nutrition, just the essentials that you need to ensure that if you're not getting all the supplements that your body needs to have to produce healthy hair, then you can back your body up with SilkOut Essentials. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me tonight. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it below or inbox me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, take care. Bye-bye.